Hello and welcome to TheMan Games. In today's video we are looking at this new faction of Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman. How to set them up on 2K25. So I'm going to show you how to get these three creations of the trio, how to set them up as a tag team and a trio with entrances, victory motions, so make sure you're sticking around for the full video. If you are new watching TheMan Games, make sure you smash in that thumbs up button, drop us a comment down below and let us know what you think of this new faction, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel. So first of all, you want to create this version of Seth Rollins. So if we just go to the in-ring first, click on edit attires, go to clothing, go to body, so we go to lower arm right, we want to put this watch on Seth Rollins, that one there, and we want to make sure the colours are on this shade of like a grey silver, that shade of a grey white, and gold, like so. So if you look at the colour picker, they'll give you the correct shades. And then for the lower body, so we're going to go onto bottoms, we go down to this one here, and the colours for this want to be this shade of yellow, so that shade there. So once again, make sure you're checking on the colour picker to get the correct shade. And then we just have black and black for the other two colours. And then if we go down to shoes and boots, these are the shoes, these ones here. And material number 1 on this wants to be set on satin. And then the colours want to be black and black. So then you want to copy that over to the entrance attire. And then you want to go to clothing to head. And then you just want to go down to glasses and choose these ones here, those ones there, and make sure your colours are all on black, like so. And then if we go down to the upper body, go down to jackets, which is this one here, that one there, and now if we go down to colours, so we want colour number 1 to be the same shade of yellow that we used for the bottoms, like so, and then colour number 2 just wants to be on white. And then we've got this Seth Rollins from this week's Raw. And then next we've got this creation of Bron Breakker. So we go into in-ring attire first for Bron. And very simple Bron Breakker this, go down to lower body, go down to bottoms. So it is these bottoms here, those ones there. And you want to make sure the material is set on cloth. And the colour is on black, like so. And then if we go down to boots and shoes, we've just got these trainers on him, those ones here, and the colours for this are all on black also. So then copy that over to the entrance attire, and then all we're going to do is go to clothing, go to head, and then we're going to go onto hooded clothing and put this hoodie on him. So back to materials, I want to make sure material number 1 is on cloth also. And the colours are black and black, like so. Very simple for this Bron Breakker. And then next we want to create this Paul Heyman, this one here on the left. So both in-ring and entrance are both exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one we click on. So we go down to clothing, to upper body, to tops 1. This one here, that one there. And colour number 1 wants to be white, colour number 2 wants to be the same shade of yellow as Seth Rollins had on his suit. And then we go down to jackets, which is this one here, that one there. And now the colours for this are black, black, same shade of yellow again, and black again. And then going down to the lower body, down to bottoms, which is this one here, that one there. And the colours for this, we've got black, brown for the belt, and black again. And then we just go down to boots and shoes, which are these ones here. And we just want that shade of a brown for colour number 1, and that shade for colour number 2. And then that is it for Paul Heyman. So now we're going to go into the team tutorial part of the video. So we're going to go to roster, we're going to edit teams, so we're going to click R3 to create a team. So team name, I've just chose Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker for now, as you know they might have an actual name in a few weeks or maybe even next week, but for now I've just left it as Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. team announcement, so I did choose my own for them. I chose the New Foundation, just because I don't think it's a good name, which that's one reason why I think it could be like their name. WWE don't have this. They have this knack not to name teams like good names, in my opinion. So it could be, something like that. Crowd reaction is on boo. Member number 1, we've got Seth Rollins. Member number 2, we've got Bron Breakker. And member number 3, we've got Paul Heyman. So then you want to press R1 and make sure the entrance type is on together. So now for motions, so for their tag team motion of Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, I've chosen Get Hype. As you can see now, obviously this is just with their original attires from already in the game. But I did think it was a very good fit for them. You've got Bron Breakker running around like he does, as he's got so much speed. And Seth Rollins a little bit more serious, but not too much more serious to make him like not Seth Rollins, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do think that is a very good fit for this tag team. Other motions that you could use, Messiah and Disciple is another good one. That is the one that we used for the Seth Rollins Paul Heyman that we looked at on earlier on in the week. So that is one that you could use. But I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit, as as very similar to what we did the other day on the channel. But this would be another good one to choose. But I'm not really sure if it just fit Bron Breakker's character enough. Obviously, he's very much Seth Rollins. It is a former entrance of his. But yeah, not loving the Bron Breakker part, so that's why I didn't choose it for this one. The Sami and Kevin Owens shirt. Now that is another good one that you could pick. Obviously, as you can see, you've got Bron Breakker as the more serious person in the group, and Seth Rollins being a little bit wacky. So that is why that could be a good fit if you prefer this one. But for me, Get Hype is the best one for this team in my opinion. So that is the motion that I'm going with. And for the entrance music is Seth Rollins, and everything else is just set on Seth freaking Rollins also, as you can see there. So the type intro movie, the banner, the stage and ramp, the apron and ring post movie and the barricade are all on Seth freaking Rollins. And cast change, you want to make sure that Seth Rollins is number 1 and Bron Breakker is number 2. And then for the victory motions, I chose the big man and the hype man for the face motion. As you can see here, I think this one is really good. I think it does fit the team very well. And then I also chose Painful Literature for the heel. So obviously the reason why I do this is I'm just showing you 2 different options that you could use. Obviously they are heels, so you want the heel one. But I think this is a very good one also. Just a very simple one, but a very good one also. So those would be the top 2 that I would suggest to use. For the title face motion, I chose Degenerate Renegades Champions, which is this one here. I think this is quite a good one for the team as a face motion. And then for the heels, I chose Imperiums. I like how Bron Breakker snatches the championships away from the referee. Very heelish thing to do. Yeah, I do think this is a very good title victory motion also. And then once again, everything else is just set on Seth Rollins, like so. And for the cast change, we've got, for this one is Bron Breakker as number 1 and Seth Rollins as number 2. And now going into the trios entrance. So I've chosen the Bloodline Champion Trio for this motion. To be honest, trio motions, there isn't many good options, especially with a manager involved also. So you might think this is too similar to Roman Reigns, which obviously it is, as it's his entrance. But I do think that is the best fit for this team with what we've got to play with on 2K25. I do think this is the best fit. Other options you could use, Authors of Pain is another option that you could use, but I think it's a bit too serious for this team. I mean, it is good how Paul Heyman comes out first. He would get the heat from the crowd, and then Seth and Bron come out second. But for me, the Bloodline Champion Trio is the best fit for this trio. And once again, everything else is set on Seth Rollins. And cast change for this, we've got Seth as number 1, Bron as 2, and Paul Heyman as number 3. And then finally for the trios of victory motion, so I just chose Authors of Pain for this. Just very simple. This is based on the Authors of Pain also, but I do think this is obviously a lot better than their entrance. Just very simple, not much going on, but I do think it really fits these three as a team together. Like I said before, for trios there isn't many good options anyway, especially with a manager involved, so I do think Painful Literature is the best one. So I just chose that for the face and the heel because I couldn't even find, a good second one in my opinion. And then everything else once again is set on Seth Rollins, and the cast change is once again Seth as number 1, Bron as number 2, and Paul Heyman as number 3. And there you have it, so now you know how to get this team on WWE 2K25. Well, I do hope you did enjoy this video today and you found it helpful. If you did so, please think about subscribing to TheMan Games if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you got those notifications turned on, then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. You can find us on social media. There is links in the description below, as well as a link to find us on TikTok, a link to become a member, and a link to sign up to our newsletter. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.